It's now my pleasure to introduce a fellow who I went to camp with when we were kids, in Androscoggin, Maine, when we were very small kids. And he hasn't performed on stage in over 25 years, but Cameron, as you know, can work miracles, and this miracle is called Tom Lehrer.
They promised me a seatbelt. Anyway, I've often wondered what became of him. Cameron McIntosh and I met 20 years ago, so he must have been 9, I suppose. I was 13. And so it's a great pleasure to be a part of the tribute of the week. This one saluting Cameron and his belief, long held and frequently demonstrated, that self-indulgence is better than no indulgence at all. In 1980, he decided to exhume some of my songs and re-embalm them in a form of a review called Tomfoolery. And now I'm not saying that I made him what he is today, although that happens to be the case. But he'll tell you it's the other way around. But all I can say is that after Tomfoolery came Cats, and the combined profits of Cats and Tomfoolery made him a wealthy man. And as I went from adolescence to senility, hoping to bypass maturity, he went from rags to riches. I must say, though, that even then he had exquisite taste in rags. So here's a song that was sung by Trisha George and Martin Connor in Tomfoolery. It's a song about springtime in general, and in particular about one of many delightful pastimes that the coming of spring affords us all. Spring is here, spring is here. Life is Skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me, and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies all try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with cyanide. The sun's shining bright, everything seems all right when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. La 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 da doo dee dee doo doo doo. We've gained notoriety and caused much anxiety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names, but it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park? And maybe we'll do in a sparrow or two while we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amid laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison a pigeon in the park.
Momentarily from the mainstream of this evening's symposium, I'd like to sing a song which is completely pointless, but is something which I picked up during my career as a scientist. This may prove useful to some of you someday, perhaps in a somewhat bizarre set of circumstances. It's simply the names of the chemical elements set to a possibly recognizable tune. Arsenic, aluminum, selenium. selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and rhenium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthanum, and osmium, and astatine, and radium, and gold, protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, and terbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium, and strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, and bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Isn't that interesting? I knew you would. I hope you're all taking notes because there's going to be a short quiz next period. There's holmium and helium and hafnium and erbium and phosphorus and francium and fluorine and terbium and manganese and mercury, molybdenum and magnesium, dysprosium and scandium and cerium and cesium and lead, praseodymium and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, and tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium and calcium and chromium and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, einsteinium, nobelium, and arc, computon, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news has come to Harvard. And there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered.
Brilliant things about life.
5.
According to Daniel Radcliffe.
Okay.
I'll count.
Okay. Tom Lehrer. You know Tom Lehrer, those songs, right?
First we got the bomb, and that was good.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we live peace and motherhood.
Exactly,
Then
yeah.
Russia got the bomb, and that's okay. Balance of power is maintained that way. Who's next?
There you go.
You got any more? You got to hit me with Tom?
Not on that one, but I can do
Eddie, give me Tom
I
Lehrer.
mean, we will all go together when we go.
Here we go. Doing the Vatican rag.
The Vatican Rag, Poisoning Pigeons in the Park, the Element Song, Oedipus Rex. Like,
There once was a man named Oedipus Rex.
You may have heard about his odd complex. His name appears in Freud's Index because he
Loved his mother. He loved his mother like no other. His father was his mother was his sister, and his son was his brother.
One thing on which you can depend is
He sure knew
who
what
a boy's best friend is. Yes. Yeah. So, you know, Tom Lehrer, I got to meet Tom Lehrer once.
No way.
Yeah, he came to see How to Succeed when I was doing that show.
Wow.
So that...
Count. Throat clearing is never part of the performance. I am far from sentimental or romantic, and I like to think I'm strictly up to date. But at times the dancing gets a bit too frantic in these hectic days of 1428. So indulge me if I pause to raise my chalice to a quaint and charming dance they used to do in the days when my dear father played the palace back in 1392. My dad was debonair and quite as light as air. In his very soft shoes, how he could dip and glide and skip and slip and slide. In his very soft shoes I used to stand and watch him every day. He was always smooth and cool. I used to love to hear the people say he's a regular dancing fool. He barely touched the ground and never made a sound. But I'd noticed in all his reviews that when he took his bow to the crowd and the crowd went crazy and the house came down when Daddy wore his very soft shoes.
Now, I think it's time for another love song. Here is an example of the kind where the man asks the girl to throw caution to the winds and to attempt to consume him with a passionate kiss of fire, if at all possible. This example is called the Masochism Tango. For the touch of your lips, dear, but much more for the touch of your whips, dear. You can raise welts like nobody else as we dance to the masochism tango. Say our love is a flame, not an ember. Say it's me that you want to dismember. Blacken my eye, set fire to my tie as we dance to the masochism tango. At your command, before you here I stand. My heart is in my hand, yeah. It's here that I must be. My heart entreats. Just hear those savage beats, and go put on your cleats, and come and trample me. Your heart is hard as stone or mahogany. That's why I'm in such exquisite agony. My soul is on fire. It's aflame with desire, which is why I perspire when we tango. You caught my nose in your left castanet, love. I can feel the pain yet, love, every time I hear drums. And I envy the rose that you held in your teeth, love, with the thorns underneath, love, sticking into your gums. Your eyes cast a spell that bewitches. Last time I needed 20 stitches to sew up the gash you made with your lash as we dance to the masochism tango. Bash in my brain and make me scream with pain, then kick me once again and say we'll never part. I know too well I'm underneath your spell, so darling, if you smell something burning, it's my heart. Won't you take your cigarette from its holder and burn your initials in my shoulder? Fracture my spine and swear that you're mine as we dance to the masochism tango. Who can turn a can into a cane? Who can turn a pan into a pain? It's not too hard to see, it's silent E. Who can turn a cub into a cube? Who can turn a tub into a tube? It's elementary for silent E. He took a pin and turned it into a pine. He took a twin and turned him into twine. Who can turn a cap into a cape? Who can turn a tap into a tape? A little glob becomes a globe instantly if you just add silent E. He turned a damn alakazam into a dame, but my friend Sam stayed just the same. Who can turn a man into a mane? Who can turn a van into a vein? A little hug becomes huge instantly. Don't add W, don't add X, and don't add Y or Z, just add silent E.
Everybody Step from the Music Box Review of 1921. Soon you'll hear a tune that's gonna lift you out of your seat. It could be sweeter, but then the meter was written especially for your feet. Fly away up high upon a syncopated balloon. A little ginger will never injure. Hear them tuning up, they're playing soon. Everybody step to the syncopated rhythm. Let's get going rhythm when they begin. You'll be saying, yes sir, the band is grand. He's the best professor in all the land. Listen to the pep but it is what is great. They simply ruin it, look at them doing it. Come, come, don't hesitate. Everybody step if you want to see a glutton when it comes to strutting over the ground. When you see my little sweetie and me, step, step, stepping around.
Well, it seems we have time for one more, and this is one I always like to close with. Recently, there has been a great deal of ferment in the Roman Catholic Church involving more liberal changes. In particular, they have permitted the use of vernacular language instead of Latin in portions of the Mass. They have made optional the eating of meat on Friday. This pleased me very much because I've always felt there was a basic inconsistency in the church dogma there. You see, it was all right for a soldier to kill a man on Friday, but it was a sin to eat him. Also, they have permitted the use of some secular music in portions of the liturgy. And I think that last was a particularly good idea, and inspired me with the thought that if they really want to sell what they have to sell, what they should do is redo some of the liturgical music in real popular song forms. So I tried one with the ragtime form, and it is called the Vatican Rag. First you get down on your knees, fiddle with your rosaries, bow your head with great respect and genuflect, genuflect, genuflect. Do whatever steps you want if you have cleared them with the pontiff. Everybody say his own, Kyrie eleison, doing the Vatican Rag. Processional, step into that small confessional. They're the guy who's got religion'll tell you if your sin's original. If it is, try playing it safer. Drink the wine and chew the wafer. 2, 4, 6, 8. Time to transubstantiate. So get down upon your knees, fiddle with your rosaries, bow your head with great respect and genuflect, genuflect, genuflect. Make a cross on your abdomen. When in Rome, do like a Roman. Ave Maria. Gee, it's good to see you. Getting ecstatic and sort of dramatic and doing the Vatican Rag. I always like to end on a positive note, so here is a rousing, uplifting song which is guaranteed to cheer you up. When you attend a funeral, it is sad to think that sooner or later those you love will do the same for you. And you may have thought it tragic, not to mention other adjectives, to think of all the weeping they will do. But don't you worry, no more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday never more adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement, an inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when we go. We will all go together when we go. All suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go. We will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by. There will be no more misery when the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry. We will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake. with complete participation in that grand incineration, nearly 3 billion hunks of well-done steak. We will all char together when we char, and let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. We will all burn together when we burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time for the fallout and St. Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. We will all go together when we go, every Hottentot and every Eskimo. When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all will go together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
Strong, oh, I was something in days gone by, with some girl who just happened to catch my eye. Slim, straight, light on my feet, shoes just skimming the ground. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,